Hey, this is Lisa, and this is a very special edition of Always Looking Up here on Martin Luther King's birthday, a special holiday here in the United States, January 2012, where we honor the late Dr. Martin Luther King, a civil rights leader well known from the 60s and the civil rights era in our country. I have a problem with this holiday simply because I believe that racism is still alive and well, and it's coming from both sides of the fence. It is coming from people of color. It is coming from people who are Caucasian. It is coming from both sides. Just as late as last week, I had to hear an older man deliver racial epithets more than once while I was speaking to him at work. In fact, he actually went and repeated those epithets to someone who was part of administration at the facility where we were doing our work. I was quite embarrassed to be standing anywhere near this gentleman or even in his company. But that's not why I'm making the video today. Every once in a while I will talk on Facebook or YouTube about my political ideologies and my thoughts, and I will run into a supporter of our president, and I did this last week, and the supporter says, well, Obama is a great president because he is a better representation of our country. In other words, what our country looks like, because he's a mixed race. I was quite offended by that, and I was promptly responding to that was a very cold and basically racist thing to say, because President Obama's race has nothing to do with his performance in the White House, has nothing to do with anything at this point. He is merely a shining example of what one can become when they put their mind to it. It is not easy to become President of the United States. There have been only 40 some odd presidents in my country's history. So this is not a small accomplishment. But getting back to the original reason why I felt like I had to make this video, I basically was derided because of the color of my skin. And for those who know me, you know I'm as pale as a ghost. I am absolutely lily white. My children are absolutely lily white. We have a Scotch-Irish heritage, which is the heritage of my family. I have been told by some people that there is no such thing as racism coming from a person of color. I strongly, strongly disagree with that statement. There is no reason that I can think of on God's earth for someone to bring up the color of somebody's skin. It has nothing to do with their performance. It doesn't really have anything to do with their worth. It doesn't have anything to do with their beauty. I have seen people that are beautiful with the palest of pale skin and the darkest of dark skin. It really doesn't matter about the color of your skin. So for people to sit around and say that it's not racist for someone to diss me because of the color of my skin, I say that doesn't fly with me. And I say that that is not in the spirit of Martin Luther King. It is certainly not in the spirit of his most iconic speech, his I Have a Dream speech. a speech where he talked about dreaming of children of every race, color, and creed, walking hand in hand together. Only you can finally put a stop to whatever racism is left on this day. Only you. If you do not put a stop to it, then you're adding to it. Calling somebody a name, dissing someone because of the color of their skin, I don't care what color it is, red, yellow, black, or white. That promotes racism. It promotes hatred. It promotes misunderstanding. And it's basically just juvenile name calling for no other reason. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this special holiday. What are your thoughts? List them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Until next time, this is Lisa with Always Looking Up. Have a great holiday.